Welcome to the 7th standard social science class. It is our continue class of history, chapter 1. Already we read about the Kannauj. The chapter is two big state. It means two big state we are including in this chapter. First was Kannauj. Almost the chapter we read in the last session. But in this session we are going to read about the Vatapi. But a small part of this Kannauj was remaining life of the people. It means the time of the period of the Harshvardhana, what type of the life of the people there. And from where we are getting these information about the life of the people during the king and the kingdom. So for that we have to read the books, we have to read the travelogues which were written by the travelers. So one of the famous traveler, Hyun Sang, who wrote his book about the Harshvardhana and about his kingdom. From that book we can know about the life of the people. So Hyun Sang have written, a Chinese traveler Hyun Sang have written about Harsha's time period. From the book Life of the People, information about the reign of the King Harsha is available from the writing of the Chinese traveler Hyun Sang. Towns and the villages of the time were fortified and has huge gateways of their entrance. What type of the towns were there? किस तरह के टाउन्स थे, किस तरह के उनके गेटवेज थे, ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन वी कैन गेट फ्रॉम द बुक्स फ्रॉम द ह्यून सेंग बिकॉज ही वॉज द ट्रैवलर in the time period of Harshvardhana. So he has written in his books about the kingdom of Harshas. The society was divided into 4 groups, and while the Pardas is 4 groups means the groups Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So in such a way the society was divided that time during the Harshvardhana. It was written in the book of Hyun Sang. And Parda Pratha and intercaste marriages were not prevalent at that time. That type of evils were not there. Parda Pratha and these intercaste marriages, they were not that time. And the custom of sati, child marriage, polygamy had started by then. But some other evils like child marriage, sati pratha, these were the evils during that time in Harsha's kingdom. The local diet consists milk products, wheat, rice, fruit, vegetables. He also wrote about the diet of the people of Harsha. So they were include milk products and the different type of fruits and vegetables in their diet. They wore clean, simple white clothes. Men wore the dhotis, women wore saris. What type of the clothes they were wearing, all the recorded in his book. And their ornaments, what the ornaments they were wearing, also recorded in this book. They were wearing rings, bangles, bracelets, necklaces. They were made from flowers, not with the gold and the silver, but they made from the flowers. Chess and the games of the dice were popular means of entertainment. How they entertain their times? So they have the chess and the dice games, like you are playing at your home Ludo, like that dice they were using in their games. Acrobat and the conjurers wandered from village to village entertaining people. One more mean of the this entertainment was acrobats, means जो खेल दिखाते हैं, means the gymnastic वगैरह. So this is called the acrobats, and conjurer means जादू, this type of games. So this was also the source of their entertainment that time. Farming and the animal husbandry were the main occupation of the people. What the occupation was that time in Harsha's time period? Farming. The people most of doing farming work and animal husbandry also. They are rearing animals also. And land revenue was 1/6 of the product. They are getting product from their farming and the husbandries. So out of that 1/6 part they have to pay as the revenue. National and international trade was carried out of the Vaishyas. Trade means जो trade करने का काम था, it was only given to the group of Vaishyas, not Brahmana, not Shudras, only Vaishyas having this work. A highway from Patliputra to Braghu Kacha port was built that time. one popular port from Patliputra to Bhragukacha. Bhragukacha, this time it is known as the Bharuch. So that was the one of the famous highway built that time. Gold and the silver coins were used for the commercial transactions. Ornaments, statues, ivory and the carved wooden pieces were exported. What they exported, that in their international trade they export the ivory. Ivory means the things made from the teeth of elephant, the tusk of elephant, and piece of wooden also, ornament also they has as their export goods. The export of different materials from India increased her prosperity. During the reign of the King Harsha, India had good business relation with the Rome, which led to the inflow of the gold in India in such a way. When they were trading with the other countries, our country became the prosperous country because inflow they were getting some gold also. जब हम कोई चीज़ देते हैं इसका मतलब बदले में कुछ लेते हैं. It means from Rome they were getting huge amount of gold. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गोल्ड उनको मिल रहा था. People followed Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism but were tolerant towards other religion. तो उनका religion क्या था? During the time of Harshvardhana, they follow Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, but they tolerant all the religion. They were not against any religion. They follow every religion. They respect every religion. So this was the lifestyle of the people during Harshvardhana's time period. But a small information about the Hyun Sang is given here. Chinese traveler Hyun Sang visited India during Harsh reign and studied Buddhism at Nalanda for 5 years. Nalanda University he studied for 5 years. Hyun Sang, he came in India to study Buddhism actually. So he studied in Nalanda University. Hyun Sang stayed in India for 15 years and visited different places. He has described the social, political and religious conditions of that time. In 645 CE he returned to China and via Central Asia and took with him the many books and the relics of statues. It means when we returned to China, he took many things with him related to Buddhism, like the books, some idols, some relics. He attended the 6th Buddhist religious congregation at Prayag, and he also attended in Prayag the congregation, means the religious festival. Now the next topic is Vatapi, the next state. Within these two states, almost we completed this Kannauj. Now the Vatapi, who was the ruler of Vatapi and how he became, and it is in Karnataka. Vatapi is in Karnataka. When King Harsha was ruling over the emperor in North India, we read about the Harshas. He was in North India, he was ruling in North India, but Pulkeshi II in Vatapi ruling in South India. King Pulkeshi II was ruling in South India. He had earlier defeated Harsha. Once he already defeated Harsha. When they have defeated between them, then Pulkeshi II defeated Harsha. The kings of the Chalukya dynasty established a vast empire in South India, which they ruled from the capital Vatapi, means it is in Karnataka. Pulkeshi I. First the emperor was Pulkeshi I. In Chalukya dynasty, Pulkeshi I was the first king. After that, he was succeeded by Kirtivarman and his son Kirtivarman. After he succeeded by Manglesh. So these three were the king of Vatapi. After that, when they three were ruled over this empire, then Pulkeshi II came in existence. His son Kirtivarman ascended the throne after him, and he was succeeded by brother Manglesh, who built the grand Vishnu temple at Vatapi. And after him, the righteous Pulkeshi II became the king and ruled over the empire for 30 years. He ruled over the empire of Vatapi. 30 years he ruled there. Pulkeshi II, how type of king he was? His time period was from 610 to 642 CE. Pulkeshi was the violent king who won many battles. His first victory was over the Lat south and followed by the win Gurjar, means how many victories He win over the Lath region, means in South Gujarat. After that Gurjar in North Gujarat. He took victory on the Vangi region also, and he conquered Andhra Pradesh also. So these are the regions which were conquered by this Pulkeshi II. The armies of Harshvardhana and the Pulkeshi II fought a great battle near the river Narmada, and the former was defeated. Former means pehle kaun tha? Harsha. So he was defeated. When they had a battle in between them, then Harsha was defeated. And towards South India, and so the empire of the Kannauj could not extend beyond Narmada. तो जब इन दोनों के बीच में battle हुआ, he was succeeded, he defeated, then he could not expand their empire up to the South India. So he could not cross the border of that Narmada. Pulkeshi II was not only a great warrior but also a lover of the art. The cave of the Vatapi and the Dharapuri were built during his reign. So artwork, what he did in his time, the artwork, the cave of the Vatapi, the cave of the Dharapuri and the cave murals of Ajanta painted by him. So he was an art lover also. In his travel, Hyun Sang visited the court of Pulkeshi II. He has given a vivid account in its grandeur. The king of the Chalukya dynasty were followed Hinduism. Their religion was Hinduism, and during this time Buddhism went into decline, while the Digambara Jain sect gained popularity. Harshvardhana and Pulkeshi II were contemporary. Both were in the same time period but in the different areas, North India and South India, but they were contemporary rulers. And however, Harsha fought fewer battles as compared to Pulkeshi, who continued waging war. He finally met his end in 1642. He finally ended in 1642 with the Pallava king Kanchipuram. King Harshvardhana died 5 years later after him, and Harshvardhana died in 647 after 5 years of this Pulkeshi II. So it was all about the two kingdoms, means Kannauj and the Vatapi in North India and South India. Along with this, your chapter is over. Thank you.